Image quality good. Looking at the camera. Set good. You think it should have near? You want to zoom in? I think we can zoom in more.
Come in tomorrow.
Sounds like somebody near the camera.
That one, yeah.
And we alright. And we good. I don't even feel this because we have the laptop and we have a talk. Alright, this look better now. We're not getting a drop frame. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Oh, alright. We're already live. So let's get going. Let me see how this set up. We're already live. So let's get alright. Make us start from here. Alright, so you already see that we'll give you guys enough time to join us, or we should give you guys 1 more minute so that we can get more people on, hear what them have to say. We're definitely going to open it up so that many others can speak. But today we saw what happened earlier, Sir Butler, and how are you feeling about the squad selection?
Seems more the same. He who does not learn from his mistakes is destined to repeat them, so I'm not very optimistic at this point, but still love Jamaica.
We saw what happened the other day as it relates to, basically you were notified that some of your players won't be making to the squad, including Dujon, Whisper Richards. How are you feeling about that overall?
Well, I anticipated it because I understood the vindictive person that Rodolphe Speed is. And he replaced 3 attacking players with 2 wingers and what is now called to be a box-to-box midfielder all of a sudden. So, I understand.
That little back and forth, basically, well, it's not back and forth because you stated something and they came out back at you. And in particular, the management of Tyrese Hall. What are your thoughts on that? You said what you said. They have come out and said that you were wrong, as you mentioned before, but they said that he's box to box, so you cannot compare him to Dujon Whisper Richards. What are your thoughts about that?
The fact is they replaced 3 attacking players and prominent attacking players, one of which is not really their fault because he's on a red card, that's Boza. But the other 2 with now what's called a box-to-box. Now, my challenge is I have no problem with the player. Never seen the player play, and I'm not interested in seeing the player play. I'm not against the player. I don't know the player. What I do know is you're removing a player that is playing for Leicester City and is signed to Chelsea, and who his record thus far is 20 in the Premier League, Premier League 2. Is 24 goals, 24 games, 9 goals and 1 assist. His record before going there was the best schoolboy in the history of Jamaica in terms of performance and what he brought to the table. And the potential for this player is extremely high. He's a homegrown talent. And I really, I am saying what the stats are and I'm comparing it to the player that they replaced. And it's as simple as that. Dujon Richards has consistently delivered for Jamaica when he plays, and he has consistently answered the call when he has been called up. Where are all of these players all along? It's not today that they're playing for their clubs. Why? Where were they all along? Some were playing U19 for England. So what's the sudden loyalty to Jamaica? You know, maybe it's because England isn't calling them. So for me, I'd rather stick with the evil that I know. I know Dejan Richards, I know what he's capable of, and I know what he has done for the country as a player and as an ambassador as well. And the same with Leon and Dixon. People, they say there's a clause that Speed came about his what is it, the rules for his
Selection.
criteria for selection.
Yes, selection.
And one of them was the grandfather clause he used, saying that if you play for Jamaica a couple times already, then you can still be considered, yeah? Well, how many games has Whisper played for Jamaica? Is it under 10? I don't think so. He was the youngest player in the Caribbean for sure to score in the Gold Cup, and the second youngest in history to score in the Gold Cup. And he has delivered for Jamaica over and over again. He has been blazing the trail. And one of the things that I don't understand with people is, let me ask you a question. If you have a player that is good enough to be signed to Real Madrid, yeah? But Real Madrid has, at the time, Cristiano Ronaldo on the left wing. And he plays left wing, yeah? And he's getting 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 33 minutes. Because Cristiano Ronaldo is starting right now. Does that mean he's not playing enough or good enough to represent the minnows of football in world football Jamaica? Because we're minnows. We're a dot on the world football map. Yeah? So, if he's able to go to England, and he's able, with all the teams in the English Premier League and the English Championship, be able to be on a squad and be performing well and getting playing time in 4 games, 2 matches he has played, since transferring to a team that is struggling to not get relegated, is he not good enough to play for Jamaica? Why are you using the criteria that he's not playing enough? He's training. He's playing with a top team. We know what he's capable. He's not a new player. He's fit. He's injury-free, and he has delivered every time for us. And he's a star for Jamaica. We Jamaicans love Whisper. And we love Leon Bailey. Yeah? We love all the other players too.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
We love all the other players.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave them out.
Yeah.
But we're certainly very close to Whisper. I understand what you're
If
saying.
you have a stadium chanting Whisper's name,
Hold on,
bro.
I was about to get there
Yeah.
too. That even we could see the passion in the stadium for Whisper. So we know that there's a love for Whisper. But at the end of the day, they're saying that he's not playing game time. So that's not enough for him right now.
So drop Ethan Pinnock then. Because Ethan Pinnock has not played from the season start.
Well, him play cup games and off the bench.
1 or 2.
Most,
But he's
and
not.
sometimes sporadic for...
Whisper went to Leicester. Yeah? 4 games, played 2. Ethan is our top talented central defender. Yeah? And it goes back to the point. He's the top talented central defender. But unfortunately, he may not be playing now for his club as much. Does that mean we drop him? Yeah? Whisper is our top talented right winger. Yeah? He's not playing that much for his club. But he's playing half the amount of time. So, 4 games, he's available. Played 2.
But people go and look on the minutes.
Doesn't matter. The point I'm making is he's training every day at a higher level.
I understand that. And
Who
I
else
agree
is
with you
training
with
at
that.
that level?
I agree with you with that.
You're picking Norman Campbell. Good player. But he's playing in the Japan J League.
That's the thing where I back with some persons. Even on the way when I was coming over here, me and someone was battling about that. But they're saying that Japan is within him top 20 criteria. I would say, but you have to look on it as the championship is a bigger league.
It is a bigger league by far. And he's playing in the Japan J League and he scored 2 goals. So how does he qualify? If you're using goals and you're using playing time and you're using Godfather clause, yeah? How?
Yeah, this Godfather class.
It's not me, it's what Speed said.
True, fair.
Yeah, I don't use a class. The last time I heard a Godfather class was when my mother said she don't need to sit in a real estate license because she coming under the Godfather class. Yeah, because she's a top girl in real estate from before me born. So nobody can come tell her to take the exam. You understand?
I understand.
Similar to me. I'm not taking no exam with JFF.
Why not? Why is it
Because
a part of
I
who you
will-
have to deal with because we know who is
It's not
teaching
a part of
and
what
who
I have to deal with. I already
Yes.
did exams, already have my license in Malta. I already have my license in the US.
They say that's false. When you don't have no license, you have.
Listen, I don't care what they have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to do any license. I built Leon Bailey. I built Whisper. I built Romario Williams. I built Wesley Moraes from Brazil. I built Kyle Butler. I built Sean Laws. I have won the Manning Cup. It's really embarrassing, you know, if all I want to go to class and get certificate. And me don't go no class. And beat the whole owner. You get me? So where you pressure me for? It's like the other day a man look at Bradley Stewart and talk about Bradley Stewart can't coach because he have no certification.
I never did like that at all. I swear, I
Bradley
didn't like
Stewart
that
coached
overall.
me when me I play Manning Cup, brother.
Yeah, if you're that old, you're
Yeah.
supposed to have some sort
You
of
have a certain level
exemption.
of, they will
Yeah.
never have the brain that Bradley Stewart has in football.
You can't say that because people going to learn and grow.
Listen, you know, and I sat with a couple of my players last night. And I was talking to them. So when Bradley Stewart talked to me, I shut my mouth, quite like a little boy, and just listen.
You,
Of course.
you.
Bradley Stewart, when David Wagga Hunt was alive and Wagga talked to me, I sit down. When Chung Fa talked to me, sit down and look at him so. And every word will come out of his mouth. My soul light. Let me tell you something. How old are you now?
I'm 30 this year, the end of the year, I'm 30. In December.
I'm 57. So that means I have 30,
Almost twice.
27
Yeah.
years more experience than you. Yeah? So, next year, you'll be 31, and I'll be 58. How much more years experience?
Still the same.
So, by the time you have as much experience as me, it's time for you to die. You'll be dead. So, they will never have as much experience as Bradley Stewart.
I understand what you're saying right there.
Never. Yeah? So what you do, you shut your mouth. You show respect to your elders and learn. Let me ask you a question. The most successful people in the world, you know, a lot of them don't even have college education.
I know.
Okay? Why?
I know.
Maybe some of them don't really have the time for that because they want to make money. They have their ideas.
Suppose I tell you a story, and my mother, she listens to a lot of my content because she always one of my biggest supporter. I just want to big you up, mom. But my mother, she don't have no degree in teaching. Yet still she had the top school in St. Catherine for how many years running until COVID shut we down. 4 or 5 years, nobody can pass. 98% on GSAT. And including PEP now, she's still dominating because she still do her thing in the evening. And she don't have no certificate, nothing from teachers college. But everybody still come to her for her advice, wanting her to go different seminars and everything. And she never gonna teach us college, big man. But you can't look at me and tell me say that lady is not the best teacher. You cannot look at me and tell me.
This is how it is. And let me show you something. I agree that you have to have a standard, right, for the people to come. Because you can't just have any and anybody decide when coach, especially children. Yeah? But you also have to understand that there are certain people and certain levels of experience. Just like them using the grandfather clause for the football with the players, you have grandfather clauses with coaches as well. Right? You cannot look at Bradley Stewart with all of his successes. The amount of Bradley Stewart has coached a national team, you know. So who are you to come now? Look at Mr. Up and Coming. If you can tell Bradley Stewart saying to go back to sit class. No. Show respect. You know, always respect your elders. You know? And that's something I think is lacking. And you know, you have to also people that think out of the box. I create formations. No lie, eh? I create formations. I use them, and then later on, I see Manchester United and Liverpool using them. And before that, people were saying to him, I'm a madman to use that system and formation. And when them see Liverpool and Man City doing it now, them say, oh, you understand?
You only mad until some people say it work.
Yeah, I mean, there was a story, see. There was a witch, evil witch, who was banished from the kingdom, right? So to spite them, she went and poisoned the water supply so that everybody who drank from the water would become crazy and take off their clothes and walk naked. So everybody in the kingdom is now walking naked. However, there was a little shepherd boy that was up in the hills when the water, the poison was running through the water. And he never drink the water. So when he came back down out of the hills with him sheep now and coming to the town, what do you think they did to him?
Him look different, so him look like the one stand out.
They said that he was crazy and they lock him up and put him in jail. So the idea is this. You may have a Craig Butler and who thought outside of the box. I was the only person back then that thought I could develop footballers here and send them to Europe and they get through. Yeah?
But want to Bibi though. But I
No,
understand,
no,
as
Bibi
I said, I understand where
Listen,
you
listen,
come from.
Bibi
But go ahead,
came-
you can say.
Bibi came out of a club. Bibi played for the national team. Bibi was seen playing for the national team at the World Cup. And Bibi got a contract. Yeah? Leon Bailey was developed at my house. Leon Bailey was taken to Europe. And Leon Bailey was put into the system, and Leon Bailey beat everybody in the system and reached the top. Yeah? Now, it is not that I'm anybody special. It is that I had the vision, the desire, and the willingness to make the sacrifices to make that happen. Now that I've made those sacrifices, and I've made that happen, and I've spent 6 months at Bayern Munich, 3 years at Genk, 6 months at Ajax, so many months in Malta. I coached Premier League in Malta.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah?
But it didn't end up well though. I think the team, what did happen out with the team?
No, the team was doing well when I came back to Jamaica. When I came back to Jamaica, things fell apart because they wanted to play who they wanted to play.
Also, it's after
When
is when you
I'm not
leave.
there.
When you
It's when I leave, yeah.
Okay. Because I did some research about that, and I just see the club is not going so well.
No.
Even I think even now,
Yeah,
what happened?
but the clubs, what happened was, you would have, yeah. So the clubs at the time, right? I had bought a club, yeah, and I had put in a coach, and I coach when I am there. So I'm a coach when I'm there, but I have my farm, and Phoenix is my farm. So you can't leave the farm unattended for too long. So while I was there, we're in the top 3. When I left and came back, they started to play who they wanted to play. They started to bench the Jamaicans that were there because they didn't feel that there would have been any repercussions because I wasn't there too. You know, so they ended up not doing well. But the players that I had brought there, they all went on to do well. Kemar Reid, for example, is another player that I developed that is the starting centre forward for the national team of Malta. And this was a player that Speed knew. This was a player that played on the champion under 13, under 15, and under 17 team that Leon was the MVP for Casafa for. Yeah, this is a player that grew up and came from Tavern. And this is a player that Speed sideline and refused to call. That kid, you know, is like a merger of Kyle and Leon, you know. Like him big and thick, but him skillful and quick, and him can finish and all of that. So, so many young talents were developed at Phoenix. And to see that this is continuing now, because Whisper's not being called up, has nothing to do with the rules and criteria that he set up. Because the rules and criteria that he set up is not being applied to other players. It's not being applied to Ethan Pinnock, right? It's not being up. If you look at the players that are playing, that have been called up, they're not playing at the level that Whisper is playing. When you say playing at a level, it don't mean say you have to play the match them every day. It means say in that training environment, you're training, iron is sharpening iron at the highest level, and you're there and you're in the squad every match day. Now, if he pushes you out and say, okay, Whisper is not good enough, and I try to create the narrative that he was just hype didn't destroy Jamaica's under 19.
I want to give you an instance. Look at Mohamed El Nene, who barely played for Arsenal, but he still, for him national team, have to play.
Of course.
He have to start.
Of course.
And him don't play barely any minutes, but him have to start.
Of course.
Him have to start. So I understand where you're coming from. That even players like even closer play and still not score no goal. Them play him for Germany, because why? Him represent well for Germany. And I one of them top marksman. Not score no goal during the season. So I understand that.
Hold on. If that is the case, and you're using goals as the criteria to bring in winners, drop Leon then.
You can't drop Leon.
Leon hasn't scored any goals in the last few months.
Man, Leon, I hear this and I tell you.
Leon is my son.
So why you tell the man to drop Leon?
Because yesterday bust the net. That's why.
Because when they know the squad from all the time, that squad you was from last week.
He was performing. You don't get the point. The point is that when you're a part of a team in a team sport, yes, you're there to score goals. And yes, you're there to perform. But that isn't all that goes into a team. Leon contributed significantly to Aston Villa since he's been back. You understand? He's performing and working his ass off. Yeah? And he's rewarded yesterday with a goal. Yeah? Now, let's look at Whisper. Whisper is the heir apparent to Leon. Whisper and Leon are similar players. Yeah? And Whisper is 8 years younger. Right? So, as time will pass, you should be looking at phasing in Whisper to be the real leader of that team. You understand? Him have the personality, him have the body, him have everything. Right? And the day that Leon started to feel that Whisper wasn't getting called, he called me. So what the hell is going on? You understand? Because Whisper should be there. And there are times when there are players that I don't necessarily get along with, right? But I was not happy that Lowe was left out of the team and not started in the game gone the other day when Whisper got the 12 minutes and Lowe put on in gears for go on the field because by himself in frustration, and they still never play him. The question we have to ask ourselves is, who appointed Steve McLaren? Answer the question.
Yeah, man, we all know who appointed Steve McLaren. Him come out and speak about it. What I don't understand is...
next question.
Hold on.
No, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Hold on, man. Hold on, let me DJ the show, man. Hold on. Because we all go too fast. Because we want to slow down a little bit. Make us slow down a little bit. Because something was said, and I want you to clear that up, about it being an emotional squad selection. Today he literally said that in his press conference. He said,
it was an emotional?
No, it wasn't emotional. He was basically list out all the criteria to show that it was not emotional. What do you have to say about that?
Bullshit. It's not emotional. Speed is not an emotional person. Being vindictive and spiteful and cruel don't need emotions. I can look at you and smile with you and be calm and stab you in your back if I want to, You have people like that. And I'm telling you that there is no criteria any other country, including the one that the two that we're playing against, if Whisper had a passport for them and was available, would they not call him? Of course they would. They'd be glad to. Them hear that him there at Chelsea, them hear same there at Leicester.
I also
And they'll call him
discussed that.
immediately.
I also discussed that with somebody. Him say if he was English or Brazilian, he would have been in the setup
Of
a
course.
long time. Somebody said
Long
that to me
time.
coming over,
Long time.
and I
How many-
thought about it really hard, and I said, what Whisper show to the nation is not just him out there, is what it does for the youths of the nation too.
The
Make them
commitment.
believe, not even just the commitment, as I said,
Yeah.
really is commitment for true,
Yeah.
but because them naturally know them believe into the system, them believe that they can make it too.
Let
They're
me
not
ask
going to
you
look
this.
at football as just a hobby anymore. They look at it as something that realistic for them, so them can go to the bigger club. So I understand that point of it.
Now you're trying to downplay the youth success.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to downplay it. Man, they're Japan, man, they're all over the place I play. And you call them over the youth. And you perform. Great. No, man.
Mm.
Yeah? But don't put me in a position where you drop a player that deserves to be dropped, to be played, and you bring in players that are not playing at a higher level than him. Because then you put me in a position where I have to show the comparison.
Mm.
J League, Championship, and the player is owned by Chelsea. That means somebody believes that he is a good talent, that he's a good investment. So if Chelsea can think he's a good investment, Leicester can think he's a good investment, who is Rudolph Speed to say he's not? Meanwhile, we're willing to chase people who are unwilling to play for us. Yeah? As Amari Hutchinson.
That has
Agreed.
been one of the biggest.
Agreed.
It's
Agreed
beside
to come over yet?
beside Greenwood slap in the face.
Yeah.
Because you know what was funny about Amari Hutchinson? We were trying to call him for the senior team, and he basically him saying he wasn't going. Him don't want to come, and then 2 days later you see him in the U19 for England.
Of
So
course.
imagine you picking
All
U19 over a senior cap.
And this is why I have taken my position. I'm born in Jamaica. I'm a proud Jamaican. I've been raised in Jamaica. I went to halfway tree primary, Peter and Paul Prep, Jamaica College. My first time I ever coached was when my coach Digalagi was getting old and they were about to fire him. I said, no, I'm in sixth form. I'll come and coach a team for him. And you just make him get him salary and make him go out with honor. And coach Peter and Paul Prep, that first team was Gregory Simmons, Andre Virtue, Tyrone Marshall, Johan Chin, Paul Alexander, all players that actually went on to play for Jamaica. Andre Virtue now has ballers. I was coaching Andre Virtue in prep school. I was his coach. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but that's a fact. So my coaching I come from way back there, so, and not today. So you come up now and you start create some little program that you think people forget qualify for play for you. And you want me now to come and join your little juniors in a class.
Kyle did the program. How you feel about that?
Kyle is young enough.
But
He's a junior.
you know.
You know who put him in the program? I did.
Mm.
I paid for it and I sent him. And I sent Ricardo Martin as well. Because they are at the age where they can go and do the course and get the qualifications and continue on and, not be attacked as I have been. I don't care. I don't need Jamaica to live. I do my business overseas. You understand? I don't need to coach, to have a coaching license. I'm the technical director of my club. And I direct it. And I have coaches who execute it. And I'm there on the bench every day. So I'm not worried about that. I don't need it. I have management my players worldwide. I have a lot to do. It's not a show-off thing, bro. It's just that
You just
I reach a certain level, nobody come size up with me.
That would be disrespectful.
It's disrespectful put me in a class now with some little pitney.
Why you don't want
And
them to do?
you Speed can never ever coach as good as I can. Never. You win Premier League and win what name? The club championship.
Caribbean Cup.
Yeah.
Mm.
Show me one player that you've put at the highest level in the top 5 Premier Leagues in the world. Germany, Belgium, England, Spain, France, Holland, Netherlands. You have any there? You don't.
I agree with you right there. But
So,
what I don't agree with you though,
Allow me.
what I don't agree with you though is the whole debate between you and him, coach. Because he buck up in a JPL, but him beat you.
What is my agenda though?
Right. Yeah, you did say that after.
What
the
is my
interview.
agenda? My agenda is a little different. I don't feel like a superstar if I win the Premier League in Jamaica. As I said, we're a dot on the map of football. I am playing Sean Layton in Manning Cup from he was 12 years old. Whether or not I win. When he reached 17, he top scored the league, scored 28 goals. Will I play him next season? I'm not quite sure. He turns 18 in September.
Well,
He's leaving.
If you let him out.
He's leaving for Genk, and then he's going to Villa. You understand? In the next 2-3 weeks. Do I need him for the Premier League? Sure, because he's a mainstay. Will I not send him? Of course I'm going to send him. Because winning the Premier League, as much as it is a nice thing,
come with all the hype.
it is all the hype. It's not my priority. My priority is to develop our young players, utilize the league to blood the players, have them playing at a higher level than their age. Yeah? Mighty Hands, you know Mighty Hands? You know that he played Premier League already?
Yeah.
You know what it means?
15, 16.
15. Just turned 15. So, you won't turn 16 until I think September. Right? So, aren't there going to be players in the senior team that would be bigger than him, stronger than him? Why am I playing him now at the risk of losing? I'm playing him because the development is 10 times more important than winning and beating my chest. I beat my chest because I can say, look here, I developed Whisper. I developed Sean. I developed Mighty Hands. I developed Kyle. I developed Leon. Yeah? I developed Wesley. I had a part to play in Wilfred and Diddy's development. Yeah? So, why am I killing up myself about Premier League? Because the Premier League is a good place for young Jamaicans to play. Right now, playing in our Chapelton Maroon squad. Tell you starting side. Just listen to this. The goalkeeper is 20, he's from Colombia. The centre back, Don Hugh Mitchell, is 21. Yeah? He's from Phoenix. He's been with me since he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
The right back is Robinho Garden. He's been with me since he was 11 years old. The left back is Dante Peralta. He's been with me since he was 6 years old. The centre midfield is Damoy Whitfield. He's been with me since he was 14 years old. Denzel McKenzie has been with us since he was 12 years old. Demarion Harris has been with us since he was the striker, 12 years old. Zane Pinnock has been with us since he was 12 years old. And Sean Layton has been with us from Imban. As Eddie's son. Imban and comes to Phoenix. So, couldn't I put a lot older players, more mature players, and be fighting and doing the physical part of the league and competing more? Sure.
While all of that sounds good, may I think about the other players. How do you feel about when you say that right now?
Which other players?
Like the older players into the squad right now.
There are no older players in the squad.
Those are the old. No man. Oh yeah, like Vanzi. Who else there? Roas no still there.
Marcus is 20 years old.
Marcus is 20.
From Brazil.
Okay. He look old still.
No,
He look older than 20.
No, it's 20.
Who else they know the squad? I think say it's a young squad. Yeah, for true.
Nathaniel Howe is 20 years old.
I'm not talking, man. I know him.
Brito, the Trinidadian, is 22. And the only senior man that have a little age on him is Sani, and he's like 27, 28.
Yeah. My boy there, Soldier.
Country.
Country want more game, man. Yeah, bench big man. You have the big man there on bench. That don't look
No,
good.
listen, you have to understand him get
Him
him
roll.
out there so him can him roll well with the team and him know him roll. Him roll him a the legend, him a come on
And score
finish
what
it
they
and
say,
score a couple goals.
See
Yeah?
him get Denzel him first assist to the side there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
I
look
don't think nobody else would have scored a goal like that. But
let me
him
ask you a
on your
question
team.
now. The Denzel that you see playing for Phoenix again now. Is that the same Denzel you saw playing for Cavaliers the other day?
I just don't think that was a good fit. Even the coach,
Let me ask you, does
Coach
he look-
Layla, I spoke to him after and he was like, you can see that him never fit well. Basically,
You can see that he was not happy.
Mm.
Yeah? Let me ask you a question though. Who's scoring the goals now for Cavaliers?
Your boy.
Where is he built? Phoenix.
But what they are, me give the opportunity what they are for sound nice. And you just did half a go rant. I tell you bittersweet for you to say, it bitter same score for me, but I'm glad say him show him talent same way. But you just have to go
The
super
fact
emotional.
of it is, it's not emotional.
But I
brother.
understand how
It's
you
not
feel too.
emotional.
Cause everybody even, I talk to other even people in the media and say, yo, that coming like a knife in your back.
Of course.
Because them know you want that little boy. I think you have him from 9 or something like
No,
one
from
little.
about 12.
From 12, yeah.
Take him from YMCA.
Yeah, you have him from him
And
young.
take him from YMCA.
Mm.
Bring him a money. Make the teacher them a work with him.
Mm.
Spend years I take care of him. You understand? Bro, carry him go to Europe. Buy him boots, buy him gears every day. Be a pretty gears, man. I see the man a train or walking for Cavaliers. But walking for Cavaliers match.
Yeah, joke.
You know, Phoenix sweats in the
I know why
brother.
you say that. Yeah,
Laugh,
joke.
brother.
Yeah,
Laugh.
joke. A joke, yeah, make. Joke,
But dead
joke,
serious.
Joke,
The man
joke.
walking in a black and white Nike sweats.
Hold on.
Bottom.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
There's something. I realize there's something look like it off. And the whole time I have it in a one shorter frame. Let me see. Yeah, then I want shorter frame. What is palm?
Hey, but I forgot to do it.
Yeah, because you have something that big, man. No, I wonder why it looks so old.
So it's still on the internet?
Yeah, of course it's still on. I could check. Come on. The people them who can at least say something or make the hear
But
what
look
them
here,
are
I'm happy
saying.
for him,
I know you happy,
because
but you don't move like
he
you happy,
number
big
10
man.
now,
Oh,
over
yes.
there. And if he was at Phoenix, he would be on the way.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah,
So,
me give the opportunity and you just have to show them how you actually feel. Hold on.
so what do you want me to do?
Hold on. Everyone who is here, you can start putting your questions. I soon start look through it. It's a whole heap of comments. I never know say so much people not talk and everything. Big up everyone in the comments. We're glad for having you here. So we can definitely put out some questions or even send in some super chats and we can see because a whole heap of comments and we can't see what's going on. So I'm going to look back on the screen shortly, but I'm going to finish up. Oh, gun. Look as soon as we forward it, they just see your boy Gunners. I love you, you know.
Which
Okay.
one? The one who said I'm going to beat him?
You know I beat nobody.
Which
Load
one
the
is
man
Gunners?
there. Gunners always a
The one who
go.
always trouble me?
Yeah, him always a go after you. But him objective
him
still, you know.
lazy.
No, you know why?
Oh,
No,
him
you
one
can't
day, one
hold.
away.
You can't hold Gunners. I respect Gunners. You know why? Everybody in get beaten. Him not only beat you. Him
Yo,
beat
listen,
a whole heap of other
listen,
coach.
listen.
And when I say whole heap of other coach, you
Let
know
me
which
tell you
coach
something.
specifically.
Let me tell you something. Listen. Listen. Hear what I tell you? Whenever I say Bradley Stewart, I show him respect as my elder.
Yeah, I think him show you respect.
No. The way you speak, when you're doing your interviews, no way, brother. Show people them respect. Me an elder. A 57-year-old could have been a father, probably a grandfather. No way. Because karma is a hell of a thing. You get what I'm saying? Anytime I see, just watch how I operate. If I see a lady, I open the door for her. If I see a man or older than me, and he want to say something to me, I don't disrespect. I don't even answer him. If I can't answer him with respect, but just not bother answer him. So I'm not going to go up on a show and talk about a man or see that to me. Watch out. If you look around my room, right?
Me not on the camera, man. I just me
Watch
and
out.
you one.
See this?
You can't
Look here.
compare me.
Right behind me. You see this? You know this man is? Look up good on the camera.
See the camera. At that camera they will use this at the laptop.
Look, you see this? You know who this is?
No, who is that?
This is Mark Mendel. This is the first man to pay footballers in Jamaica. He was the one who came up with an idea to pay footballers to make it professional in Jamaica. You know what they did at the JFF with him?
What that?
They banned him.
Why did they ban Mark Mendel?
Because football at the time is supposed to be an amateur sport. Yeah? Mark Mendel took me, took Pat Cover, took several other players, Peter Cargill, yeah? Cephas, so much man. Him saying thing that to Israel, go play professional, T.Got Davis and Peter Cargill. Him give me my first car for drive.
How only for big player and big coach they just call
them man they build we, feed we, grow we, help we. You see that man there? Look at you. This way, sit down. Right there, next.
Alright, so then you can see what I'm going.
You know what? Respect you. Yeah? Show respect and appreciation. Yeah? What me do for Jamaica and the sacrifices me make, yeah? Is only after me dead and gone I realize it. When me first come out, and going to Europe, we chip in and start pound the pavement through almost all of the big clubs in Austria, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, France. I pound the pavement, don't speak the language, I eat tuna every day. Sacrifice 10 years of my life. 5 years, I see my little daughter. Yeah, a football player raised my daughter. And we do all of that for Jamaica football. And now, because before that, no Jamaicans were playing in Europe. Tell me one that was playing in Europe. That are playing in Belgium or Holland or Germany. Nobody. When we first got them look and said, can we get a try? I said, where are you from? I said, Jamaica. I said, oh, at the time, Usain Bolt, Cool Runnings, the movie. Like, no, we can play football. He's like, no, you can't. I said, well, give us a try. You know how much begging me have to do? And you them go through, show, prove that we're good. And people now started to get more interested into this market. That's how the interest grew now. Them want more Leon Bailey and Kyle Butler. You understand? So them look at other players, them look at Magee, them look at Flemo, them look at so many other players across Europe now. And now we have more players in Europe. Yeah? And we just want a man know so much. When you see me, brother, if you show me respect, you give back respect. If you disrespect me, I have no filter when I go respond to you. You get me? And my thing is this. I listen to what I'm going to say to you now. Today, I will never, ever coach a national team in Jamaica. And I will never be interested in coaching a national team in Jamaica. Because I will be biased. Sean Layton has been with me since he was born. I cannot be unbiased. Speed's players have been with him for a very long time. When he took them from whichever club that developed them, because he doesn't develop players. Yeah? From whenever them with him. Yeah? What did Theo think when he went to Cavaliers? That they were going to rate him on national team and treat him well.
Sure. That was it. Looked from the outside.
And what would end up happening? It still would have been Craig Butler that developed him. Speed took him to breaking, and that's why any amount of money it costs to get back my son, you pay it. And I don't care if I make it back or not. That is what Phoenix is about, and that's what Jamaica should be about. You understand? You know, I remember growing up and the indomitable spirit and we look about the Talawa and all of the love and the when you look back at the 1998 World Cup squad and how the stadium was, bro. I still remember Rene Simoes on the back of his shirt, Jesus saves. I remember Rene coming to me and saying to me, Craig, can you please help us? We don't have no money. Say, yo, at the time I was at Toshiba.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Rene, what you need? Say, we have a football program that I want to put on the computer and show them and everything, but we don't have any equipment. So Rene, say laptop here, JFF, so say 3 digital copier here, tech dev. Say stereo here for you over there, so we play music for the youth them. And so we did you with it, you know. We were the biggest sponsor at the time. Yeah? We adopted Peter Cargill, who was my captain when I was at Swallowfield with Mark Mendel. Yeah? And we took care of him. Peter put 2 taxis on the road with the money we make. And him, you know, God rest his soul, but he was doing well when he went off. You know? And this is what I am about. I'm about using football as a vehicle to advance Jamaicans. It is the vehicle. It is not the end. Yeah? When I was at Toshiba, I had stopped coaching for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had no interest in it. Suit every day, going to my business meetings with you know, politics and, you know, government officials and selling them equipment for all of their projects and all of that. Yeah? Fingerprint voting and all of that technology. Douglas Salsal was my mentor at the time with advanced integrated systems until I got my own company. And we did very well. Till Kyle said he wanted to become a professional footballer. And then I looked at the coaches that were around. And I said, but that money I can't coach my son to become a rather leader.
That's harsh, because at that time you have same coaches right now you're going up against or about some of them.
No, they were not.
None of them?
None of them. Speed was not around.
Mm.
Them time the Speed must be their country. Brother, listen, I'm talking in 1998, you know. Call it 2000. 1998 kind of born.
No.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, nobody in a coaching in time. Rene Simons was the national coach. And you had good coaches. But at the youth level,
Mm-hmm.
the big coach, them Lenny Hyde and them man that was around them time,
Mm-hmm.
them man there, a coach Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
None of time for a coach a little 4-year-old kid. You understand? There was no academies.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? When I played for Peter and Ball and I toe punch me, I use as a centre half. You know? And when I got JC, I learned to actually kick the ball. You know? So at the youth level, there was nothing. So I took it on. And that's how I reached. But
Do you think that you basically start the new academy wave in Jamaica? Because we have so much academies right now.
Everybody wants an academy. Everybody wants to make a Leon Bailey. And everybody wants to make the money from Leon Bailey. But nobody don't want to make the sacrifice. To this day, Phoenix doesn't charge players to go to our academy. Every other academy are draining the parents their money. Yeah, and not giving the youth them what them need. So when you look at players, and we're playing against players from different academies in Jamaica. If you look at a Phoenix player, what is consistent with every Phoenix player, they can kick the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel McKenzie can kick the ball. Whisper can kick the ball. Leon can kick the ball. Kyle Butler can kick the ball. Sean Layton can kick the ball. You see Sean Layton kick the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Layton kicked the ball with his weaker foot, him left foot. From about 25 yards, and rocket it up in the roof in the hand at 20. Yeah?
You do it for real.
All of my players
Mm.
can kick the ball. All of them are technically skilled with both feet.
Mm.
Yeah? All of them are able to manage heavy duty training. You bring in these kids and you bring them to the academies that you have. You bring them for 2 days a week or 3 days. And you train for 1 hour and 20 minutes. You make sure they drink a lot of juice and you send them back and you charge them $30,000 a month for the youth them out.
You think that's robbery?
Highway robbery? What do you mean if it's robbery?
But they will say that them need this and
Let
that for
me
them
ask you
equipment
this question.
and also certain expenses like travel or whatever.
No, brother. Them charge them for you know when Phoenix travels,
Mm-hmm.
you know nobody pays $1, right?
You serious?
I swear to you, I'm alive.
So when you go trial in a
Why you
different
think when
country,
when
you don't charge your
Romarian,
parent anymore,
why you
nobody?
think when Romarian Thomas and them
That's
man go to the
crazy.
clubs, my must vex.
Mm.
It's millions me I spending.
Vex. I understand.
When we go to England the other day, went for 6 weeks. How much is a hotel room per night? At least $100. At least $100. At least £100
for one person.
for one person. Yeah, and you carry 56 players for 6 weeks.
So that's call it $6,000 a night. That's crazy.
For 6 weeks.
That's crazy. 6. That's
Yeah.
say I
Then
said
you're
just
playing.
36,000.
Then you're playing matches.
US in a 6 weeks.
Then
just like
then
that.
then you're playing matches.
That's crazy.
Then you play a match up at Aston Villa. Then you play down at Chelsea. Then you play over Brighton. Then you play Middlesbrough. Then you play
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, all of them, right? Preston North End, Queen's Park Rangers. You have a bus now. You have to take you go to all of these. And that will breed you too. Then now you have to
Because not just like you leave from right now go down a Mobile.
Yes, then now you have to feed 56 people 3 meals a day. And then you have to equip them with gears, boots, pegs and normal boots, right? Plus jackets and sweats. Yeah? To go. Plus you have to pay for the plane ticket then. Yeah? Are you doing that every year? Are you doing it without charging them a penny?
Boy, you go way over England. I want to go Mexico and look for the plane ticket. I'm say, oh, better stay over here than cheer.
Wait now. Them not just go England. Them go Belgium. Them go Germany. Them go France. Them go Holland. Them go Spain. So they're going all of these places. Yeah? So the question I have for you is, how would you feel if you were doing that with a kid from 11 years old until 18, and the minute he turned 18, some clown come and tell himself to come to this and that and take him on. And then mash up the youth. Denzel McKenzie have a football IQ above anybody. Him so good and crazy. Him so good at seeing the passes that him different. You understand?
Sometimes when you're above, that's the thing, you know. When you're that good at certain level, that's why it's always good that you constantly improve and play and test him at a higher level. Hold on. When you're at that higher level, you need to always be testing him. Right now, if him on a different wavelength than the rest, him not going to look as good as him supposed to look.
Not just that, but you take that player out of the number 10 and you put him on a wing and you put him at centre forward and you put him all over the place to play, other than in position. Remember, you know, football is about teamwork. You know? Yeah? So, of course, you may beat me in a game, you may win games, yeah? But you may win the battles. I'm going to win the war.
Speaking of that, becoming not even... You know,
let me show you something. Look here.
Remember, say you can't really go up on the phone and
internet. No, go on internet, I go up on WhatsApp.
When you go up on the WhatsApp, you make the sound they drop. But go on, it don't look like it a drop. It
look here,
like it
look here quickly.
Okay, we're not even allowed that up. You know, you always left with some things. I'm just have to hold it because I just want. I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to say that is true.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm help. Yeah, help there, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. But we know the pathway already there for.
So Sean gone.
That's cool.
Well, you understand?
Well, wait and make.
And watch it now. Watch it now. You saw the money that we have spent. Liam Bailey's money. What we make is what Bill Whisper and all the generation. Romarian Thomas, Denzel McKenzie, all of them. That's what feed them, take care of them, put them on plane, buy them boots, send them to doctor. Yeah, help them when they need help with other things. Right? You see when Whisper gets on, Whisper money, Bill take care of Sean, Skylar, Offkey, yeah, Mighty Hands, all of those guys. So you see, whenever you take a player out of that loop, you're threatening to destroy the entire framework, because we don't have sponsors. We depend entirely on the people above and the loyalty of the player going. So when Sean transfer, he might help my teams and them and they make it up, get through. Yeah, that's how we live. So when you talk about Premier League, okay, we buy a Premier League team because I want to play Premier League. I want to give them exposed Premier League and play against big man from them at 15. So I'm going to take them and send them to Europe now. And a man bounce them, them laugh. I know the Jamaican Premier League is extremely physical.
Very physical.
Yeah?
I had a question, but I want to stay on topic. Let's go back to the situation with the Jamaican national team. Yeah, man, I don't say a glimpse on the time because you need to leave soon for you. Because I basically eat up all the time, but I could stay on track. As it relates to the Jamaican national team, what do you think is supposed to happen in case we do not make this World Cup? What do you think we should do as it relates to who is in charge of the national team right now and also the board members that control the national team? What do you think is supposed to happen right now? Because talks are being said that the current interim might just switch back to his role if all goes south. What do you think might happen? Or what do you think should happen in that case?
Listen, we've said from day one that is a conflict of interest. I would not want to be the coach of the national team because I know I would have a conflict of interest. I'd have a problem not picking Whisper. Yeah? Now, at the same time, Speed is the owner, coach of Cavaliers Football Club. Yeah? He's also holds a position of chairman of the technical committee.
No, he
has been
is there some the people them put on paper, big man.
Just stop now.
Big man.
Stop now.
Paper, the people them put
Stop
that
now.
card.
Is there a replacement?
Yeah, no, some there.
Who's the chairman of the technical committee now?
No, Peart, Andrew Peart.
Chairman of the technical committee.
Andrew
Or
Peart.
is he?
No, he's the technical director.
He's not the chairman of the technical committee.
But him saying
That
relinquish that those something there.
I can say that I am not coaching Mona next year every year.
That's what you literally do for true.
And I'm still coaching Mona. You understand? You could have deal.
Every year you say you're going to retire, then next season
I love Mona too much. We can't leave Mona. Mona was where Leon and Kyle first started play football as little babies. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Kyle, we used to live right there, then we used to go over the field. Anyway, and I used to coach Mona before.
Sentimental value behind most of these things that you do.
Bro. Yeah? Principal Jones is my brother. You get me? Him train with the team, you know. I'm a friend and a brother. Anyway, so Speed is the chairman of the technical committee. No matter how he want to dress it up. Yeah? He selected the players. He selected the coaches. He decides who goes in on the courses. You want to hear a funny thing? It's when them they banned me years ago, before I go for it. I said, I want to do one of the courses. And Bradley, said, come man, come and register for the courses. I want to go. Them say, you can't do the course because you're banned. So them banned me for all of those years. You listening? And I can't do the courses. And then now them say, I can't coach because I have the course certificate and whatever. You say, that's a madman. Eh? Regardless of what them do, me still rise above them. Me still build baller and get rich out of it. Yeah? Me still make youth have chance to live them life and proud and happy. And take up them mother out of the ghetto and put them in a nice house up at Cherry Gardens. Yeah? Upliftment. They still a ramp with me. They don't realize that me is not a man for ramping. Me not gonna give up. And me not gonna back down. Anyway, we'll get back to what should happen. Chairman of technical committee. Him select the coach.
Look upon this. Yeah, man.
You know, him select the coach. Right? So he selected a losing coach, Steve McLaren. I'm sure he looked at his resume. Yeah? And then he said Steve McLaren was not performing well enough. So he needs an advisor. So he selected himself as the advisor and appointed himself to advise Steve McLaren. He advised him to the position that we're in now, in one of the easiest qualifications that Jamaica could ever have.
No, not even the list
He
to talk about.
advised him to not play whisper. He advised him to keep him on the bench until the fans literally started. I've never heard the fans chant a player's name in the national stadium before. Not when Lenny Hyder played. Not when Lenny Hyder played. Not when the greats, not even when Skill Cola play. The fans chant a youth name. Yeah, thing go on. They chanted Whisper's name. And they still didn't put him on until 12 minutes to go. And even so, he made an impact and won an arguable penalty that VAR says not penalty.
Boy, we couldn't do throw one buckle and broke
Yeah.
the VAR machine
Wait,
or something, man. That
So
God knows.
So watch out now. After that, him said the coach get fired and him appoint himself as the interim coach. Okay, Speed, you win. You get all the authority. You got all the freedom to do whatever you wanted. If we do not qualify, don't just not coach anymore. Get the hell out of the JFF and allow young blood to go in there. Allow the little youth, allow my name Andrew. Allow him to go do some
He's an
work.
intelligent piece.
Allow
of
Andrew to go do
work.
some
Him
work.
salt as he
We
relates
know-
to D-Cup, but he's intelligent, man.
Bring in man like Kyle and them man. Will come up the younger youth them, right? Make them start coach youth and start coach different. Look different though. Don't coach like how you coach. Coach some U10 team, some U8 team. Set the standards, which I've said before, of development, which they don't get it because they don't understand that it's broken. You have to break it right down to the skill sets that you teach them. How to do a drag, how to do a step over, how to do a Iniesta, how to do a Cruyff, how to do a Zidane, yeah? How to kick a banana, how to kick a inswinger, how to drive, how to knuckleball with both feet.
You see the banana how popular it becomes since Yamal keep on do it every game.
No, the point of me I make is
No, I just want to sidetrack from that.
sure, but
But
them thing that about from when Pele a play. Yeah? So allow other people. You have taken Jamaica's football and you have wrecked it. You have made it into a war between him and me. And him can't beat me because my win game has nothing to do with him. He can't stop my win game. He can't block me.
Because that's the word on the street say him always a beating in a JPL, so he's a better coach than you. That's what's
JPL.
And if you're supposed to look upon it objectively,
Alright.
it is
So let's ask a question, right? How many people has he done with all his winnings, yeah, that have matriculated into the highest level of football in the world? How many? Tell me one.
just the highest right now, and it's not even so high, but we give
Come on,
thanks where he
don't
is.
not say the
We'll
Scottish
give-
Premier
We'll
League.
give thanks to
We
where
give thanks,
he is.
but please do not. That's not even, I think that's the 12th ranked league in the world.
Hold on there.
Yeah? I'm a rate king. I'm a love him too.
Hold on there.
And I could have do better for him, I help him. But don't say you matriculate a player into the top 5 leagues and then call Scotland. It makes you look like you don't know about football. Yeah? So, with all that.
And me
So
as
we-
answer that too.
so with
'cause
all- so
me I
what-
tell you some
we-
just give thanks same day in a
So
Scottish
with all
league.
the winnings that we have done, Cavaliers win Premier League. Yeah? But with all that theme talking, why man talk? I mean the Premier League longer than me. What happened in Speed's first year of the Premier League?
I think he got relegated.
He got relegated.
He got relegated.
Everybody forget that. thing.
So it's a
So
similar.
why you
same
laugh
goal.
after me get relegated and me I come up with some youth? Yeah? And then you thief me youth them and have them a score against me. You thief Romarian Williams,
Who that-
Romarian Thomas.
I'm gone.
You thief Kishane Garden. You thief Michael Forbes. I mean, I see him in a national team yet, so where promises are, right? And you stole Denzel McKenzie. And if it wasn't for Romarian Williams, he would have lose him last 2 games. Romarian Thomas. Because Romarian Thomas scored the 2 goals in
him score against you
and him score against
it's who them play over there.
So the point is what have you accomplished? What it shows is that you're a better thief than I am. You understand? Because you not develop none of them ball there. Come in.
Well, I'm waiting to finish the piece.
Yeah, for hold on. Yeah. So you don't develop any other players that are matriculated to that level. So what are you telling me? What have you done to develop Jamaica's local football? And this is what I tell you about the conflict. Let me show you something about the conflict of interest part. Phoenix, Chappleton Maroons is playing against Cavaliers in that game. You don't like a call the referee make, or whatever it is. Him get a red card, ma cuss off the ref, and I go on up into the ref base. He not get called in a disciplinary committee because he can't, because he probably sits on the disciplinary committee. Conflict of interest. The people in the stands are shouting at the referee now. You're not getting no more game for ref, and you're gonna lose your work. Okay? So what part of conflict of interest is not being recognized here? Right?
That was fair. And you know what's funny about conflict of interest? Because I had to Google that a lot, because you know how that got recently, lawsuit and all. But the thing with conflict of interest is not just finding, it's not whether or not you're supposed to prove there's conflict of interest, you know. They have to prove that there is no conflict of interest. So the fact that
conflict of interest can be the appearance of conflict of interest.
But the fact that other people saying that and have comments on that, you can't really do nothing. Or you can't say nothing.
It's clear, right? The very fact that what he's doing now with Whisper shows that conflict of interest.
That's arguable.
It cannot be arguable. Whisper is developed at Phoenix. Whisper is the top young player to come out of Jamaica in the last 5-6 years, right? And he is signed to Chelsea, and he scored 9 goals for Chelsea U21 in 24 games, and he transferred to Leicester City, and he just got there, and he played 2 games in the championship out of 4, and you drop the man from the national team. Further to that, he's the youngest player, second youngest player to score in the Gold Cup. He has represented Jamaica, outstanding every time he has played. He has been dangerous on the pitch, and the country loves him. So what other reason you could have for not picking him? He's from Phoenix. You don't like his manager, and you don't like him because he's not afraid to speak out against you either. He's not afraid to say it is a conflict of interest. If you ask Whisper, he may say it.
Yeah, we don't want the player them get into that though.
Yeah, but you can't say that either. They are men. They're not children.
True.
They are men, and they have integrity.
And not only that, their emotions. They have their feel too.
Emotions and integrity. It's integrity. It's not when you show integrity, you know, it's not when things ain't go good for you. It's when you know say what you gonna say, I gonna hurt you, but it's the truth and the right thing to do. That's when you show your integrity. You know, when a man has his integrity about him, right, or a good leader, it's not how he treats those who can adversely affect him, you know. It is how he treats the most insignificant looking person, the person who can't defend himself. Yeah? That's why even with the whole academy foolishness, if you can run an academy, brother, do it the right way. Yeah? Okay, you don't have sponsorship and you need help. But a lot of the parents of these kids that are going to the other academies, them can sponsor them and work for companies. Work up a marketing thing and go. But don't charge the kids. Because here's what you're doing. You know when I stop charge? I have a player whose parents were uptown, very affluent. And I had players also who I had to give bus fare to go home. They don't have nothing.
Yeah.
And one of those parents came to me. Why is my son not starting? So you mean, because they're better than him? Well, I pay for him to come here. You know what I did? Take out the money every dollar what them they ever pay, I give back to them and say, take your son and go on. Never charge you.
You
You
know,
would never be able to dictate to me who plays.
that's actually a wise thing to do, because sometimes when parents do those things, it is said around the kids too.
Yeah.
And when the kids have that in their mind now, they won't work as hard as they should.
Of
So it
course.
even makes sense you continue with that
Of
youngster
course.
for real. When you look on the overall.
When you look at the Premier League,
But what if
May I ask you a
what
question?
if the kid don't agree with what his parents
Who's the
are saying?
best? Who's the best?
Well,
You
no,
have-
answer that. Answer that. What if he
I will
don't
never hurt
agree?
the kid.
But
It's
that's
not the
hurting the
kid.
kid by telling him to go away though.
No, it's the parents.
But if the kid it suffers.
No.
It's similar.
That
with,
particular kid was
Haiti.
Haiti.
Aye.
So let me ask you a question now.
Mm.
The Premier League in Jamaica, right? How many Waterhouse players are from Phoenix?
You have keeper. My boy there. Although I don't want to really even say you have Xander, definitely Xander. That are 2.
Mario Sims.
Sims that are 3. And if you want to count Richie Little Boy, but I don't know how long you'd have Richie
Really?
Little Boy.
Richie Little Boy was at my yard.
That
for
are
the
2
month
St.
of
Richards for
December.
every 2 St.
He
Richards.
was at my yard for. He spent the entire COVID at my yard.
No bother with Richie and you
Yeah.
are getting up, cause you see how that go with you and Whisper, you know.
How?
No bother with you
No,
and Richie
listen.
again.
Listen, them do what them want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But good. You know, as Leon and I had a conversation the other day, who want to go? Go. Because guess what? You know, swap good for better. You swap good for worse.
With you up and down, but now he's with Waterhouse.
Yeah? No. How much played? At least 5 Waterhouse players.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix players.
And plus you can count Dylan
And
who was there
Yeah,
and leave
and they
too.
say all of the money when I tell you when I spend,
Mm-hmm.
it's spent on them too.
No man, Xander said no man for him parents have money. Hold on there.
Don't
Look
count
like,
Xander.
hold
Don't
on.
count Xander.
Hold on. Like we have one little problem. How we going for the Wi-Fi?
We need to go, bro.
Alright, we'll wrap up you know. Like the Wi-Fi chip out a little bit a while ago.
It's back? Alright.
Yeah, it look. We'll wrap up soon.
Yeah, make a wrap up now. But
Hold
no,
on, me.
Xander has always been a good youth. You know that? Xander's been a good youth. Yeah?
Yeah man, it look like we're still on. Everyone, we're still on, just like we know if we're still here. Just put in
Yeah.
the comments. I'm gonna see any super chats and we can ask some question. Cause if I'm not
Yeah,
seeing a
your
super
speaker
chat.
is on?
Yeah, it's on, bro. Look, I'm making the
Speaker's
comments. I'm gonna see any super
Oh,
chats and we can It's on, but we can't have that. This is just a
Alright.
monitor where
Alright,
the big
come now,
man.
make me hurry up.
Alright, come
What
here.
may I say to you is, Xander was always a good youth, and I always loved Xander. Always. And he was never, he's a youth who used to help the other players too. A lot. Out time Mona pocket. That's how it was as a kid. I'm always loving my rating. Yeah, so
We'll wrap up, my general. Mm-hmm.
so that's where it was. And no, if you look at them all around the Premier League now,
Mm-hmm.
they are Phoenix built players. And most of them is because they just weren't patient enough. They weren't patient enough to wait and to trust the process. So them play Premier League. And whatever come out there, hopefully they make some headway. But as I say, Theo come back and Theo is back to himself again.
That is true.
You know?
Him look much better over there. The
course.
people them all even it got to a point where if he make a bad pass, them upset because him did a play so well. And then, you know, him actually look much better. I hope he continue though. I hope say him literally start put out some numbers because a player like him, I expect him to be up there in the assist total for the end of the year and also with goals. Him really need to represent because when you look on Jabari I do him thing, him just done Manning Cup. I want to see him start up there. Sean I do well and I know so something that Denzel I look on Sean and see how Sean and Denzel was ahead of Sean at one point. So well look
This
on
is
all
one
of that.
family, is one brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as I say, there are 2 rules in Phoenix. Phoenix can never die. In other words, we not back down from it. No time. You could have deal. Second thing is, Phoenix leaves no man behind. Go on, mash up a player then, do what you want to do with them. When them call on me, I'll always be there for them. Always. That is who I am. And that is what Phoenix is about. So, With the national team, I really hope the man can qualify.
Yeah,
I
there's some
really
more
do
wrap
hope.
up now.
And I do hope that regardless of whoever is leading it, is pass or something like that.
Okay.
Just pass it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, joke, I know.
This. Stay right beside me.
Me keep on I tell you, look for the laptop, look for the
Every
camera.
day, right? No business. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
joke,
is here
man.
with me every day. So never forget that. See that? The Impossible Dream. See that? Sit down. Yeah? Rennie Simone's book. The whole history.
Look like you don't open the book
Yeah.
though.
Me? You know the book. What do you mean you don't open the book?
Actually,
So, yeah, so no. So as I say, we hopefully
Everyone.
best to everybody and blessings.
Hold
and
on there.
hope the national team.
Let me look for one question. May I look for one question from somebody? Them people are leave and settings and delete. I guess them nerving us. Hold on. This don't look on this. This out the past. In our show live right now. Hold on. Alright. No, see anything right
But
now.
don't see somebody say Sean Layton is a good player but need a better agent than Craig.
Hold on. Sean Layton is very talented, but he needs a better agent than Craig.
Sure. Find one, huh?
What you say? You take all the help you can. Hold on. That me hear G. So I say at the best time now for Craig explain what go on, cause him did a big platform like Knockings. Bless up yourself, my general. Blessings. They are always speaking your mind business will not get you far in football. I guess when you did that talk about integrity.
Yeah.
Him say that not gonna get you far in football.
Integrity?
What do you think about that?
I've not lost my integrity.
Mm.
And I don't think anybody has made more money out of football in Jamaica than me.
Somebody just said Roy Simpson. Gunners just type Roy Simpson. I don't know why him just type Roy Simpson. We not see what going on.
Craig Butler claims that Chelsea signed Sean. Go down to that. Craig Butler claims
Yeah,
that Chelsea
see, yes,
signed
yo,
Sean
your eye sharp,
last
man,
year
and have on glasses.
for the youth in JPL. Retard. Am I live?
Yeah, you still like.
Retard.
Nobody cuss
Who
nobody.
made that statement? Sean was 16 years old. The rules are you cannot sign until you're 18. So he went to Chelsea for training. Yeah, which he will go again and will go to other places until he's 18. Then we'll make a decision. Retard.
Oh, see somebody say question. Alright, see, as soon
Ask
as
Mr. Butler.
ask Mr. Butler, is Whisper ever get a national call up when he never deserve it? Especially when he got called out of high school and the other championship players don't got called up. What you have to say about that? That's a good question for sure.
Is if he ever got a
No, hold on, let me read it again.
If
Ask
Whisper
Mr.
ever
Butler,
got a call
is
up
Whisper
when he don't
ever get a
deserve?
national call up when he must say if Whisper get a call up when he don't deserve, yeah, just like
he has
what
never
said.
gotten a call up that he doesn't deserve.
Him say he also said especially when he got called out of the high school and other championship players didn't get called.
Okay, well let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
When he got called up for the national team,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was already on the radar with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
He had already destroyed the Manning Cup, scored more goals than anybody, and did it in very, very brilliant form. Yeah. Now let's look back. Hold on, let's look back
You're
now.
right for true, because he did get signed when, and then I remember the buckle about it. No, hold on. I think they put unattached, so him actually right about that. But continue.
No, he's not right because he put unattached when he was attached.
To Phoenix.
He was attached to Phoenix.
Yeah, but me I talk
Yeah.
about him right about him never reached Chelsea yet. But go on.
But hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie never get called when he was a schoolboy.
True.
Hold on, no? Omar,
Even baby what
hold
we love.
on,
I would even for call
hold on,
that.
Mr. Man,
Mm-hmm.
never get called when he was in high school.
Mr. Man.
Okay. Jorginho James never get called when he was in high school and the bicycle kick and score and then they call him again.
Mm.
How many players got called when they were in high school?
Mm.
All of them. Junior Fleming never get called when he was in high school.
Mm.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Mm.
Oh, Whisper came from Phoenix. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my friend. He doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
Come on, from a thing. I have to go now. I don't have more time. I get irritated when I say ignorance.
Hold on.
Come.
Somebody say, I think Whisper can offer something different from the bench if we need a goal, but others deserve the call more. It's not time for development talk. But I don't understand.
Hold on. If it's not time for development talk, my friend, We'll look frozen, yeah?
No, that
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
watch
if
that.
it's not time for
Seriously.
development talk, why is it that we're trying new players that have never, we don't know whether they're going to fail or perform at this time?
Yeah, how
Is
you
this
feel
the
about
time to
that?
be
Don't
doing
forget
that?
to ask about that.
Is
3
this
new
the
players.
time to be
Why
doing
would you?
3 new players?
Yeah, in a win or
In a
die.
window where, look now,
Mm-hmm.
you now have no time to prepare the team right now. You know
how
the
them
time.
gonna know
You know.
what to
So
do?
guess what now? How national teams work is worldwide. They have the same amount of time.
You know, if you take me
So what they do is they try to
Go
keep
ahead.
a nucleus, and they keep building around that nucleus. So every time they play together, they get to know each other better, and they get to know the system better. So every time you bring in new players, it's a learning curve. So you want to take that learning curve then and go into them 2 games where you need to win. I always knew Speed was an idiot, you know, but no, he's confirmed it for the world.
Everyone,
Gotta go.
yeah, because the man today are training for over an hour and a half ago. But
Them
me
will
did there.
find me.
Yeah, find yourself.
Go find myself.
Conflict of
Case
interest.
will find me.
Conflict of
It's
interest.
not a conflict of interest. If
Yeah,
me
man.
reach late,
Your father, how she go find her father?
she find me already. When my cuss bad and so, she find me.
For real. You're too like, you have to show that. But everyone, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for being here, especially our live viewers. Next time, don't be cheap, everyone. Send some money so we can see what going
Brother,
on.
stop making people.
All right, that's a true. That's a true. Blessings, everyone. Man, for go.